The newest update for Starfield doesn't just contain the Rev 8, it also contains 2 new, complete armor sets that Bethesda has kept totally secret. These 2 suits are called the Vibrant set and the Bold set. Both of these consist of a helmet, a spacesuit and pack, which means 6 new armor pieces in total. But how do you get your hands on them? Well, you get them from the Trackers Alliance. Here is what you do. So first, head to the Trackers Alliance. This is located on Aquila at the Trackers Alliance HQ. It's just past the Rock and the Terror Brew on the northeast side of the city. Once here, talk to a man named Stash, and you can probably tell why he's got that name. This is the guy who hands out these spacesuits, but he doesn't just give you them for free. He is not that nice. What you have to give him in return is a new currency called Astra. Astra comes with the Trackers Alliance, so once you've downloaded the Trackers Alliance, you can start to find Astra out in the game world, and it is a rare resource. This is rarer than any credits and any gold. If you don't have the Trackers Alliance, you won't have any Astra. But that's fine because you only use Astra in the Trackers Alliance. Now, when you talk to Stash, select the option that says the following: I'd like to exchange Astras for equipment. And the amount you can pay ranges from 1 to 2 to 3 Astra. So you can say either give me a good piece of equipment, or you can say I'd like something a little better, or you can say give me one of the best items you've got. And this is fairly self-explanatory. These are your 3 options, and you can think based off this, the more Astra you give, the rarer your item. And that is true generally. So you pay 1 Astra, you'll get a rare item, 2 Astra gives you an epic item, and 3 will give you a legendary item. But this doesn't necessarily mean you'll have to pay 3 Astra to get your hands on the 2 new suits. You can get lucky and actually get one of these 2 new suits just by giving him 1 Astra. It just won't be a legendary one, so that is possible. But we are not dealing in possibilities here, we are dealing in likelihood. So what is the fastest way for you to get your hands on the Astra you need to get the top tier legendary versions of these suits? Well, number 1, it's by grinding Astra. A cheeky little way to find Astra straight away is by opening up your scanner in town. When walking through any town with your scanner open, and this can be any populated area in general, you'll highlight bounty targets in red. Anyone who's highlighted in red is a bounty, and you can take these down without penalty. Now, the thing is, some of these targets will be carrying Astra, so you don't even have to go anywhere exotic. You can head right outside the door and farm Astra from citizens just walking around. Saying that, Astra does seem to be pretty rare on citizens, so there is a more reliable way. The second and more reliable way to get Astra is to do bounty missions. This is the main way the game wants you to get Astra, but I will show you an Astra hack after I've shown you how to do these missions. But for now, bounty missions, let's get into them. These are just like any other mission you'd get from a mission terminal and consists of going to a planet, heading to the location where your bounty is and taking down your target. But the difference here is at the end of your mission is a chest. This chest contains Astra, the all-important resource. It's not a lot, so you will have to grind out these bounty missions, and it will take you quite a while if you want to bank up a whole load of Astra. And you will need Astra for those suits. But if you want an easier way of finding Astra, something you can try is resetting the bounty. To do this, clear out the bounty mission, then head back to your ship. You can fast travel to your ship or head there manually. Now, once on your ship, wait 48 hours. Next, head back to the mission. You will find the enemies have respawned, and with them, sometimes the Astra, all located in the chest, which means you can collect all that Astra once again. I do have to say though, this is not consistent, so it is hard to rely on. It might be down to the different time differences on planets, so on some planets, 1 hour equals 100 hours, meaning that if you were to wait 48 hours, that equates to 480 hours, which is more than enough time for the whole universe to reset. That means the Astra in the chest will also reset. Venus is usually a solid choice here because time is quickest on Venus, but I have to say my experience, even waiting 480 hours isn't always enough to bring back our precious Astra. But I don't know, maybe you have a different experience, so by all means, give this a go yourself. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Instead, what I've found is the best method of procuring Astra fast is just learning the layouts of each location. It's the good old-fashioned way, no save scumming, just kind of being aware of all the routes, all the corridors and the walkways, and speeding right through. There are only a set number of bounty missions located in the game, and they do tend to repeat. So once you've done one a few times, you'll be able to complete them in mere seconds, literally less than a minute. So you could easily get these suits in an afternoon or an evening of playing Starfield. Race through the mission, you don't even have to fight anyone, just get to the chest at the end and make sure you don't get shot in the back. Doing this method for me is the quickest way of grinding Astra, and not to mention the most consistent and the most reliable. The final step is to head back to Aquila, back to stash at the Trackers Alliance and trading in all of your Astra. Again, trade 3 at a time because we want those legendary suits. No one wants to walk around with a rare or an epic suit. Now, most people will just trade this Astra with Stash and cross their fingers in hopes he rewards them with one of the new suits. But there's an easier way to increase your chances. After all, there are dozens upon dozens of suits in this game, meaning your chances of getting these new suits are small. So make sure you get your hands on them by making a save right before handing over your Astra. Save the game, then interact with Stash, see what suit you get, and reload if it's not the one you want. It is the tried and tested method of save scumming for the best gear. I like to put my save and reload buttons on a hotkey on PC, so all you have to do is literally press one button to reload. That will save precious seconds. Now, this is controversial and definitely not what the developers intended, but hey, you bought the game, you can play it how you like. Something else the devs didn't intend is using console commands to straight up give you all the items you need. If you're on PC and want to take all the time out of grinding for Astra, and some would say the skill, type this into the console. This will give you a nice big helping of 500 Astra. But we can go one better and just reward ourselves with the suits instantly. You don't even have to give Stash your Astra, just give yourself the suits and cut out the middleman. For this, open up the console and type in the following commands. If these codes don't work for you, type help vibrant or type in help bold. That's help vibrant or help bold, and the game will show you the codes for each item of the set. Then just type in player.add-item followed by the code to give yourself this item. Now, it might be me, but I don't think that's all that was changed in the Rev 8 update. I actually think Bethesda changed something under the hood, and what I think that is the variety in Stash's suits. So before this, you may have been getting a lot of Trackers Alliance suits. His rewards just seem to be weighted in that direction, but now it seems you get all kinds of different suits, like for instance the mirrored spacesuit or the cis def assault spacesuit, etc., which really gives you more incentive to go back to Stash and see what other suits he's got that you never saw before. And it just shows you that when Starfield drops an update, it might also come with some top secret stuff that's not necessarily mentioned in the patch notes. And from my experience, I can't tell you the amount of times I've landed on a planet post-update and just thought the amount of ships landing has increased, and I'm just seeing a load more ships for some reason. Or I've started seeing a new type of location that had never come up for me before. And for me, what I think that is Bethesda just tinkering with the algorithm to raise or lower the probability of you finding new things. Just, keeping the game that bit more fresh. And that's what I think, as I say, that is unproven. Bethesda hasn't really acknowledged any of this. So those are the two new suits in Starfield, but proper Starfield fans among you will notice they're not actually completely new. They're just recolored combinations of several different items. The Vibrant suit is the Navigator suit and Navigator pack with the Ranger helmet, as we can see here. This is what they look like, and you can see the similarities color aside. And the other, the Bold suit, here it is. Bold is the Explorer suit and the Explorer backpack with the Bounty Hunter helmets. So while they're not completely completely new, Starfield does lack the ability to colour your armour after all, so for all intents and purposes, this is a new set of armour. And with all of the different combinations of skills and powers you can have them affixed with, depending on the rarity level, you can get a unique new spacesuit. All by downloading the free Rev 8 update, the free Trackers Alliance update, and trading all of your Astra to a man with a mustache. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a little spare time, head on over to patreon.com/gamingwithgriffin and help keep this channel alive by sponsoring me. That would be very much appreciated. And make sure to subscribe to this channel for more Starfield guides.